Hello everyone, I'm Samura1man, and this is Tompa. He'll be helping me with the commentary. This is Link's Awakening after over 25 years released a remake. Furthermore, let's make a file name. We can fit that there. I'm gonna put that. This will make it.
Nice.
Alright. ESA Winter 2020. This is Link's Awakening. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
So there are quite a lot of changes between this and the original game. Some that help you and some that make it slower. Just know about the original game, like there's so many glitches and skips. And this game there are just as many.
Not in a same way, but there's many like
Many new
similarity with the glitches and the skips. Right off the bat, the very memorable searching for the sport music. Sadly, it's just for this part. Right off the bat, it's just mostly like just moving around, collecting some stuff before Dungeon 1. And after Dungeon 1, the one for skips and glitches will happen and begin.
The game is in German because it's faster than by the other writers.
Oh, I thought I'm just a German.
What? Did it say that?
What?
What?
What? Yeah, it's a faster.
That's faster.
Yeah.
The game is played the same way. There are no like glitches that exclude the other.
The funny thing about the German text, after beating a dungeon, you get the instrument and there's a white screen with the text. In the English version, there's two text boxes. However, in German, it's only one text box, where the main time save is coming up. Then mostly the text boxes are just something you can scroll through by just mashing the text. Since we are running around Koholit Island, do we have any time for donations? Because we're gonna be walking around for a while.
Oh yes, we do. We have a $75 donation from Marvin with no comment, but thank you very much. We also have a $150 donation from Viper saying, let's get to 46k, hype kappa. And then we have a $30 donation from Gidano saying, can I get invited to the date as well? No? Okay. I'll cheering for Ghost then. Good luck to Samu from me and all the Link's Awakening community. Also, let's get to 50k. Can we? I think we can.
We can.
Do you also
oh, sorry.
no, I just wanted to ask, do you also want an update on how the bit war is looking right now?
The bit for keep me updated after 3 dungeons.
Okay, sure.
Since the bit 4 is the incentive with the Marine date, if Bow Wow wins, I can do it immediately after dungeon 6. However, if either Rooster or Ghost wins, I have to do the Marine date later, just for the routing, helping with the routing, and I wouldn't lose too much time with the backtracking. That's the main reason the incentive is gonna cut out after dungeon 6. So we are doing this route for solely the purpose is that we cannot get the magic powder from the mini game because it's only available after you get the magic powder from the witch. That's why we need the mushroom. I'm mostly trying to avoid killing any enemies just for small time save here and there. The game only gives you 8 different directions to walk, so you cannot walk to the 65,000 different directions, unfortunately. It looks so funny when she does it every time.
It spins around.
Yep, speedrunning the magic powder.
Sour power. Yeah, I might as well get another donation in here. On the backtrack.
Sure thing. We have $10 from Dancat7 saying, choo choo! Much love to everyone from Phoenix, Arizona. We have time for one more?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we have $100 from Patavian saying, greetings from the States. My son and I have been enjoying the runs all week, donating to share our appreciation to all the runners.
So we have the magic powder, time to get through this. and get the tail key to get to that first dungeon.
At the original game you can skip this part, but the Zelda you can't do that in the remake so far.
So far. People have tried many different ways to get past these bits. With the chicken, without using the enemy's damage boost, but no success so far.
And this owl would be nice to skip as well, but nope.
Tech, I cannot hear Tomba.
I'm talking nonsense anyway, so you don't need to hear me. And now we go back to the beach, not exactly the beach, but stuff from the village to go into the first dungeon, the tail cave.
Most of the start of the run is just, like I said, walking. However, in Dungeon 3, that's when we get the boots. Luckily enough for this game, the boots are already input in a shoulder button, so we don't have to equip them, unlike in the original, where you have to equip them every time for B or A button. Same with the sword.
Yeah, sword and the shield as well as the bracelets. So you have 4 buttons that are always equipped for you, plus the X and Y. Compared to only 2 buttons in the original, so that's quite nice.
This is the first dungeon. It's been pretty linear, just like the original. Nothing too special currently.
Well, the original game has some glitches in this dungeon. But yeah, there's nothing here so far.
Right at the start, I'm not gonna take the key in the left side of the dungeon yet. Because the first time when you get a small key, you get the animation of getting the small key like that. Now when I've got the small key for the first time, I'm not gonna get that animation anymore.
Yeah, you skip the animation, you skip the text for the key.
Tech, I cannot hear Tompa.
Testing, 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 can you hear me now?
I was doing triple slashes there to avoid the sparkling enemy there. So I have to slow down myself. I have these 2 spinies there nearby each other. I can just kill them off with the 1 powder.
Yeah, powder is going to be used several times to kill enemies quickly. As it sometimes take only 1 hit with the powder and 2 slashes with the sword or more.
Unfortunately for the remake, we have to always equip the better. It would have been nice to have it in a shoulder button as well.
I love the feathers, such a great item to jump around.
So for the remake version, this is the very useful thing, is the auto loading. The game auto saves in a certain spots after each event, like getting a small key, run a special item, beating a dungeon, and we can just auto load to save lots of backtracking and time. One more small key, then we get the nightmare key, and we're off to kill Moldorm.
Trolldorm, indeed.
Or Burgor. Just before the Moldorm fight, we have probably time for a donation.
Yes, we have a $500 donation.
Nice.
Nice.
Simply saying, or we have that donation from Shave That Head.
You still can't hear me.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me, okay?
No, I can't hear you.
I can say mean things about some and he can't hear me, that's great.
It's so lonely here, I can't hear you.
I guess Tech is working on it right now. Possibly, maybe, no idea.
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
Saved.
Can I mention one thing quickly?
Yes.
The incentive for Shave Adenol has been met.
Woo!
Ball there, no. Ball there, no. Ball there, no. Let's do it. Amazing job, guys. 10k for shaving his head.
Yeah, that's very amazing. So that's a Burgor.
Oh my god!
Panda freaking out. Right? We already see another way. Another round.
That was a perfect fight.
Really good, really good.
So, Idinal is bold after this event. Thanks to you, everyone.
Awesome.
That was a very good dungeon.
Very good. What time is it? Sub 10, yeah.
Don't do it for me.
So one thing that's great in the remake is that they removed all the screen transitions. And that's not all good for speed because like it takes time to load each screen. But you can take some both enemies as well as friendly enemies. Friendly enemies. Dog and the chicken and stuff with you. And with those you can do some nice skips.
This is where the time save is coming up from the German version. Just one text box and we mashed through that and we're off. You can probably hear the laugh in the background.
Yeah, it was such a great time. Everyone is laughing at Idinal.
Well, we reached Idinal's incentive. Can we hit 50,000?
Oh yeah. Got 2 more rounds to do it on. Plenty time.
So now normally you're supposed to go save Bow Wow. However, we're gonna leave him to the cave for later, for Marine State, possibly?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, possibly. Instead, what we are gonna do is take this chicken with us. I promise you, this is all intended.
All intended.
Was there an original version having a Bow Wow skip too for to get to Dungeon 2?
Yes, but it's stupid and task only.
Okay.
This is where if you spawn too many objects, sprites on the screen, new items can't be spawned. And you can use that to dig up a lot of rupees and hearts to despawn one of the flowers back in the entrance. But
Okay.
it's not arcade friendly.
Okay, so there is this like, and we have to get it to the spot with me here. Let's hope it is the right spot. That seems good. So it launches up on the tree. There is
First try, that's really good.
Yes.
It's not
but
done yet.
It's not over yet.
No.
Just for safety, I'm gonna wait for that fish.
Beautiful skip.
That was very nice.
Very nice. First try. So that's another thing you can do in the original, not the original, the remake, is because of how they made the layers in the game, you can stand on the objects and jump to the next ones, which you couldn't do in the original either. So that's coming in handy more times in this run.
Those were very good skeletons. The skeletons has an RNG, and the most annoying one can be the white one, because the direction it goes to is completely random. But the yellow one, it's consistent because it jumps on you in a couple of seconds. The game is very faithful to its original, like every room layout, the overworld, exactly like in original.
Some room layouts are not the same. Some overall are not the same, but yeah, mostly. It's a really great remake.
Yeah.
I was kind of skeptical at first because I love the original. I played it so many times.
It's very charming.
It is. The original game was the first game I ever made a speedrun of and stuff, so it has a special place in my heart. And this game is great as well.
If you saw my DreamHack speedrun a few months back, I'll just tell you that the route has changed, and this game just keeps changing after a few months since the game's release.
Yeah.
So much has been bound.
As you can see on the estimate for this run, like it's pretty short, like compared to what you will expect for this run.
Yeah.
And this guy he's not a friendly guy, and you're going to see later on in the game. Hopefully he's going to cooperate. But for now,
don't spoil it.
But for now, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Any time for a donation before we picked up the power bracelet?
Yeah, sure. We have a $20 donation from Jackal2419 saying thank you for the dedication of the players and the organizers.
Only one torch is enough to light, and the boos are already getting scared away.
Yeah, if I light both of them, they got to die instantly, but you can just slash with the sword, which is faster.
This is where the route change is coming in. We are doing Dungeon 2 later, but before I leave, we need this rupee chest, because we are gonna buy a potion from Crazy Tracy
You can still steal stuff from the shop actually in the game, but the potions you can't steal. You have to buy them. And the price for the potions depend on how many enemies you killed.
Yeah.
Even number is the cheap one. Uneven is expensive. I can't remember.
It's 42.28.
Yeah.
But I can't remember which way around. Was it odd number or even numbers? Luckily enough, with the current route, we only have to buy it once.
The cheap one.
Yep. So I had an even or odd amount of kills. Which way around it was.
The medicine potion, it revives you if you die. And that's going to be useful for some skips later on. And previous rounds you had to die several times, but now you only have to do it once.
This is important to know for this route right now. I didn't beat Dungeon 2, which means I cannot buy bombs. Beating the Dungeon 2 is the trigger for getting bombs to the shop. Which means we cannot get to the Dungeon 3 with the old Villa skip. However, there's a new version of Villa skip found. Oh, I'm a thief too. I have to steal some shovel with.
It's so easy to steal in the remake.
And here's the hidden boss. He's so strong that he kills us regardless how much heart we have.
Yeah, and you can't even refill your health with the potion.
Yeah, unlike in original. Well, we must be nice this time and just steal faster, I guess.
That's a bad shopkeeper, like he can't see anything.
Yeah, the old Villa skip used Crazy Tracy's boost, the potion, and Vox, but there is a new version of Villa skip version 2, that requires using a pincer that is over here, the enemy that is along. We're gonna use it like this. Let's see, can I get it? Oh, I didn't land on it.
Ah, too bad. So Eden has entered the room and he is kind of nervous looking, I guess.
Pincer can only take 2 hits, then it dies, and I have to reload because I have to use this pincer. This is all intentional. Oh shit! Oh, that's more unfortunate.
You're messing
I'm
up
not
his
gonna do
trick.
it now, but I'll do it later. No, it's fine.
Get out of here!
Scared. I'm not sure why this is not working sometimes. Okay. When you land on this pincer, you can jump on the tree, but this is not over yet. There's one more jump.
I forgot that you need to go down here. My bad.
Okay, I got it. Now it's over.
So normally you have to go to the Candlelit Castle, or the Rikachubila, and get 5 leaves, so you can get access to this area to get the key.
Yep.
For a long time it's been skippable in the remake by using a fox to kill you and get up on one of these rocks.
The Vox actually pushes you up on the ledge with the rock, those donut-looking rocks, and you need a potion for that, so you land on it. Then the Vox pushes you up there. It requires bombs, which we don't have because we didn't beat Dungeon 2. But we have this new version of Villa skip, which makes this route fare quite well then.
So both this game as well as the remake and the original game has a Villa skip. And this one was fun. The original Villa skip in this game was fun pretty early on in the game.
Wasn't it using the, like, next to the heart piece location or something?
I can't remember the original location, but early on.
That's just skipped a lot of side questing in a Canalet castle. Yeah. We are on our 3rd dungeon right now.
And this is done where you get the boots, which is going to be very nice to have. And there's some doors in the game, as you can see in the door here, has a pot symbol on it, which means you have to use a pot to destroy it, to open it.
I just got bombs there at the start of the dungeon. I'll be picking up the 10th bomb very just a little bit later. And those will be the amount of bombs I'll have until the refuel in next dungeon. That chest has nothing. Nothing useful at least.
It's a troll chest.
Yeah. Previously, one of the old routes used to worry about piece of power that makes you double stronger and have a little bit of speed. But that's not the case anymore with the... Whoa, nice. I definitely like to have a Guardian Acorn, just to have double defense after not taking damage for a while. It's just for a time loss.
Yeah, it takes time to pick it up.
So we are going this way. Get this small key, go up 2 rooms to get the 10 bombs.
One thing that's annoying in the original game is when the keys fall down, you have a 50% chance to drop it before it bounces up again. But that's nothing you need to care about in the remake, thankfully. And we can have a message before the boss here, no?
Yes, definitely. I can give you a little update on how the bit war is going. Currently, Bao is in the lead with $493.32. Ghost is at $270, and the Rooster is at $126.66.
This fight is much slower in the remake than the original because you have to wait for them to move 3 times and like shake their heads.
Yeah, you have to. I don't have to do anything but just wait like this. Nom nom nom. Quick rebuild here.
I can't wait to bomb the Dongo.
How was it in original with the bombs? How much does it damage you?
Your own bombs? They don't damage you at all.
How much does bombs?
Damage enemies.
Yeah, the bombs damage you.
They don't do that in the original game. Do it.
Okay, because in this game, if you take a damage from a bomb, it does 2 hearts damage, and I've had 2 hearts, and that's very scary.
Yeah, but they don't do any damage in the original game. So bomb barrels are completely safe to be used.
Okay. The bombs are done by pressing both buttons at the same time, if you have them equipped. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I wanted to hit that bomb bite. It's fine though. I only lost 1 bomb.
Yeah, both bombs and arrows are used quite a lot, and you don't want to waste them.
Can you hit that?
What's that?
Since the auto load is very useful, after picking up the key, we do the auto load and go to the start of the dungeon. We need this next chest that has 300 rupees, because Frog's Song recovers 300 rupees, and there's no other chest in a game that will be on our way, but just this one. There are some random 50 rupee, 100 rupee chests, but those are not that much faster than just taking this one. There I was doing the certain jumps and looking up with the charge spin slash, so I will get them at the same time. I guess we have time for, let's see, a donation before the fight of this dungeon.
Sure thing. We have a $10 donation from Long from Pennsylvania, saying, "Greetings from Finland. Been enjoying the Link's Awakening run so far. Good luck, boys."
We have 4 keys. Now it's just time to go to Slime Eye. I like the German name though, Gigasoul.
Yeah, soul is the name of the enemy in general, the smaller. There's some souls on the left there. So it's a Giga Soul, so the name it's quite fitting actually. And as you've seen already, this is actually a Mario game. You have Goombas, you have Piranha Plants, you have Mario, you have Yoshi, etc.
Everything.
Everything.
Haha, we can't find him. Oh, there it is. We have to split this boss to the 2 pieces. Originally I was using the piece of power to try to go for a 1 cycle, but it requires a little bit of RNG. Nowadays, without having piece of power, we mostly have to look at it to jump to the ceiling like that.
Oh.
It's fine. The dash attack there does enough damage, so you can just do it with the 2 hits. Regular slashes will be 4 hits. For the rest of the run, I always go with like 5-6 hearts. I usually go with 6 hearts towards the end of the run.
Nixenglöksen.
Just like in original, there was an angular key skip, wasn't there? angler key skip?
No.
Oh no? Okay.
No. Because that area isn't loaded at all in the original game. So you have to use the key to get the... to be able to stand there at all.
Okay. In the remake, there is an angler key skip. There are two ways to do it. By using a fox damage boost with a tracer boost, which we have. We have the potion right now. Or use a like. That is like something I've tried once and I only got it once and I'm never gonna do it again.
Yeah, now you normally have to go to the desert and get a angler key to get to the water, at the waterfall, to get to the dungeon.
To get to the desert, we would have to go to the marine date, but since it's an incentive, we can do it later.
Here's a new thing in the game. There are more war points you can use.
Yes, couple more in a in a mountain especially. Okay, so I have one extra bomb. I can't waste it. I like the sound from the boots. Sounds so nice.
And there's another erected bow and beaten in 2. We still have the music for the kids being like upset that bow is stolen.
So we are dreaming in a dream.
Classic Inception meme.
Need to go through these mimics. And nice piece of power. The classic. Oh, that was
nice,
close.
Nice dodge.
It's completely necessary to pick this up. Not really, but...
So the right chest there has 100 rupees in it, but that's not enough for the frog song.
Yeah.
And the Summer said like it's just faster to take the 300 one, even though it's kind of out of the way.
Yeah. We're gonna sing the song with Marin. Learn the song. This is a beautiful tune.
Technically, with those hands that Link has, it's impossible to play the ocarina.
Noting out everything. You can't do that.
He's a great learner though, like he learned the song really quickly.
Yeah.
But
alright, so this is an angler key skip. We are required to use this box. Yeah, I'm sorry, we are required to use this box. It takes about 2 minutes to get it to set up.
Someone called Pete.
And we only have one try for it with the potion. I need this box over here. Let's hope it makes it.
Oh, nope. Oh, it worked. Nice.
That was a box up special. The original route was going through the forest, and luckily that works and saves a little bit of time. I remember when this was found, we tried to like just make this so much easier so we wouldn't have any issues to get box there every time. I didn't open this fort portal yet because it was better to get it now. Small time saver here to get the box up, but it didn't go up yet. I need a moment when I'm about to do the skip. It's the tracer boosting is not too difficult, but it's just precise in that way how you do the slash to the fox, then jump right after that. It's certain timing, and if you're either off too early or too late, you can't get it. I found that way to get the box downstairs, down ladder. It used to be a pain.
Right.
Oh, unfortunate. So I didn't get it. I lost the potion. I have to try it again. I have prepared myself with a backup file. If I fail this one more time, I'll take the backup.
Yeah, no one likes an escort mission, so You won't have to suffer through too much at that one.
Yeah.
Let's hope he gets it though. So while we have the same tour again, like we can have some messages from our nice-looking announcer.
I highly doubt that, but I will give you some messages. So we still have some prizes that you can win if you donate. For example, we have the custom ESA-themed M64 controller, which is made by the lovely Lovebot, and it looks amazing. If you want to know how it looks, you can go to esamarathon.com/prizes, and there you can see what other prizes you can win if you donate towards this charity. For the N64 controller, the minimum donation is $60.
If you are gonna be running this game, don't be scared about this skip, because you can always just do something else, which is go into the desert and get the angler key normally. This is not mandatory to learn. When we found this few months back, it was really scary for many runners, just because how long it takes to get the box there.
And this was the first version with the Villa skip. You did the same thing.
Yeah, Villa skip used the box, and we used the potion to get up there, which is more lenient because it has a corner. Instead, with this, we don't have a corner, so it's a little bit more precise with the timing. I think I'm early with my jump there. That's unfortunate. I'm not gonna try it again. But what will happen? You just go through the waterfall. So we take the backup file now.
The backup starts in the dungeon, so you just did a clipper and mustn't jump into the waterfall.
Yep. Unfortunate that I didn't get it, but it happens. Even to best of us. I guess I can mention about the what these runs have had is the RNG manipulation is done at the start of the run, where I start the console from a soft reset. I completely shut off the console, then I start it, and I start the timer, on timer stopwatch, and start the game in a specific second, so I will get the specific seed I want to find out what's the egg maze spot and these dungeon styles, the white tiles, to get to the nightmare key. I have prepared myself with the seed I'm always going for in my own runs in a home. And also I did the RNG manipulation at the start of the run before we started this here in ESA.
And there's two things that have changed now. Both the egg maze it said and a puzzle in this dungeon. In the original game for the egg maze, you can get a value of 0, 1, 2, or 3, the 4 different ones. And on default, the game it just has value 0 always. So if you don't read the book to learn the maze, like it's going to be 0, so you always know what path it is.
Okay.
In the remake, they did this differently, so you have to look up in the book how to get through, or you can use the manipulation that's done here.
Yeah. Curse weren't like super smart about the RNG manipulation, let's say it like that, because the RNG changes every second when you start the console, so it was really easy to manipulate that. One of the early days when super permutation was used, so we would be able to skip the book that way. In older routes, we used to check the book, but now that's not the case anymore with the RNG manipulation.
And the only way to read the book is to complete the trading sequence and get the magnifying glass.
Yes.
And that takes a long time to do.
One of the old tricks was actually early magnifying lens that is done with the Rooster.
Oh yeah.
So
the Rooster is very, very useful later on. So
this is cue ball. There's a good quick kill here. Let's see, can I get it? Ooh, I kinda messed up there because I didn't get the spin slash, but it was still fine.
Yeah.
This is also one of those dungeons where I'm gonna leave and come back later. That's mostly because of the ghost. The ghost triggers after you beat dungeon 4. And when you go below from like Tampe's foot is like a good indicator to know when the ghost is gonna appear. And the ghost doesn't let us to enter any dungeons, which is why we are doing it as last as possible. It's time for a Pepe jam.
Look at those moves.
The fish are moving. Fishes. Now we have Mambo's tune. We can warp to any locations that we have opened. The next dungeon is gonna be dungeon 5.
It can also be used in dungeons to warp to the entrance, but as you say warp instead, it's useless feature.
Yeah, autoload is a lot better. In some cases, we used to do the Mambo to keep, so like in a dungeon 7, you know, the giant cannonball. That will be restarted if we use the autoload, but with Mambo we would be able to keep it in a location we want. Dungeon 5 may not be the most interesting dungeon because of the Master Stalfos, but let me tell you, there is something very fun in this dungeon. You'll get to see it.
It's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be nice.
No spoilers. But it's gonna be nice.
I'm gonna make sure I equip those bombs because a couple times I didn't have them equipped and I played bomb ball by accident.
Oh. Yeah, that's like, if you started playing it, you can't cancel it somehow. You can't cancel it at all,
Yep.
so you restarted the dungeon. So better be safe.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Here's the first key. I'm pretty sure that skeleton would have hit me with the bone if I didn't jump there. So the basic. Pick up the item and auto load. I like the theme for this dungeon even though many people may not like it. What do you think about it, Tompa?
The music theme?
The theme of this dungeon, like it looks like you're in a cave.
I didn't really think about that, I think. I just don't like this guy. Master Stalfos. To stun him and then hit the bomb 3 times.
As far as I know, Sword is the only one that can stun him. Even the bomb arrows, he just blocks them.
There's a glitch in the arena game where you can... normally when you hit him with the sword, he doesn't do any damage, but you can hit him with the sword and do damage in the arena game. But it takes you 256 sword spins to do it. And I don't think too many runners of the game know about the trick. Because no one does it because it's way slower.
See. This is the second one. I wanna lay down the bomb as soon as I can after the bomb explodes. So I can save time, just slightly.
In the arena game, you only have to hit him 2 times for phase 2 and 3. But in this game, you have to hit him 3 times with the bomb.
Yep. There is a bomb refill in the right side, but I don't need it. I'm good with bombs. Oh, nice jump. Sometimes that works, sometimes not.
Damage boost.
I have to be careful, I have 1.5 heart. Taking a damage from a bomb will kill me. Just gotta stay away from the explosion. That's what will happen if he blocks.
Nice.
Yeah, we have time. We will have some time for messages before I do the next part. I need a save here. Unfortunately, we couldn't keep the ball there. Oops. Okay.
Yes, so I would like to ask you, Samurai, who do you want to take on a date with Marin? What would be your preference?
I like Bao Bao the most.
Ah, you like Bao. Well, Bao was winning, so Chad, if you want to ruin that experience, you know what to do. So Ghost is currently in the second place with about $220 behind, and Rooster is actually in the third place with another 150, so $350 behind. So if you want to make that happen, you know what to donate for.
There's the last fight, and then going to get the hook shot, and nothing's going to happen after that. Oh, I didn't think that was going to hit. Interesting.
Okay, so I'm setuping myself for something. Just watch. Oh, that didn't go right enough, which is why I didn't get the launch I wanted. If I didn't make the manual save, the autosave would already overwrite that previous file, which in that case, the hookshot will be down here after the fourth Stalfos fight, and I wouldn't be able to try that skip again. This was found literally like couple days after DreamHack Winter was going on, and I was trying to learn it during that event. That looks better.
Nice. See.
It's not over yet. There you go. Let's go.
And there's the dungeon.
That's the dungeon. No need to do slime eel. What happens there is that the hookshot lands on Link's head, and I have to be in the middle of the bomb. Slightly to right is fine, but I can't be too far to left. But in the middle of the bomb, when I pick up the bomb and I hold right, I just get launched up on the on the wall, and we can skip the dungeon. That's one of the boss fights we can skip. However, we still need the hook shot, so we have to go back. This still saves time over doing the fight.
Because normally you have to go get the Nightmare Key and then go back to the fight.
And one of the original routes used to do that. We manipulate a piece of power just before the boss fight room, and we will just one cycle slime eel if we get lucky enough. And it used to be very major RNG fight. Most of us didn't like it. Even get it second try, I was still faster than doing slime eel.
Yeah. And it looks cooler as well.
That's right. So that's Dungeon 5, and we are off. Now, since the incentive is gonna happen, I'll be going to trigger Farlus, which means that Marin is gonna be on a beach waiting for us for a date. Or doing the trading sequence up to get bear in a village. Nice bomb. Give him that. that has happened to me a couple times.
Oh, lovely.
So you will get the honeycomb, trade that, but it's much faster to trigger this by just walking all the way here and just doing the simple thing by talking to him.
And that you can't do in the game.
You can't?
No, you can't.
Wow.
You have to talk to the bear.
Alright. I don't want that heart. I want that heart too. Thanks. Upcoming dungeon is my favorite. What's your favorite dungeon, Tompa?
Ooh, It depends on like the pass and the rhythm of the game. I was most happy with this dungeon coming up now because of how many glitches. Interesting. How many glitches that we found in it. But I think Turtle Rock is my favorite in general.
So dungeon 8.
Yeah.
Mine is just how the layout of the dungeon is. Cool tricks too.
So
yep.
You don't lose any.
I don't have kills without.
You already have it, so
Yeah.
can't be dropped again.
But this is Armos Knight that will drop us base key. And that's a fight. Very good.
The arrows are so strong.
Yeah, they are. I cannot damage him with the arrows before the shield is off from his body. And that can be done with the 2 spin slashes. Well, actually, I think if you go behind him and the shield is not gonna block the damage, you can still damage with the arrow. But it's faster with the spin slashes. 2 of them, armor is broken, or the shield rather. To the 6th dungeon, we have to go through this cave that is blocked by an Armos and this mushroom bomb guy. It's really easy to just to stun with the hook shot and pick up the Armos. Still waiting for that Rooster early. One day. It's actually sad that Rooster early is not gonna happen before we have Power Bracelet version 2. The second Power Bracelet is gotten in this dungeon. Now starting the dungeon, I'm gonna go for some event, and I hope I will get it. We have time for some messages before we get to that part.
Yes, just to confirm, after this dungeon we're gonna cut off the bit war, right?
Yes.
Yes, so that's not gonna take a long while. So if you want to snipe it, this is the moment. This is the moment where you can snipe to decide who goes on a date with Samura1man.
Starting of the dungeon, we have to get the bracelet. Actually, no. This is what I have to pick up.
For the original game, it is possible to skip the Power Base Level 2. I found that when testing the game a long time ago. And then I also had to find a skip for a Rooster skip. Skip for the Rooster, because it is required normally to get to the Dungeon 7 key.
Yes, you can't push the block before having that.
So I found it's so silly in the original game. But in this game, the Rooster is useful for more things than to just get the key.
It's very useful in this game.
So they don't want to skip it. Because it saves too much.
Talked about in a Discord for Link's Awakening. It has like 3 or 2 potentials, and I'm going for one of them.
Don't forget the key!
Get it? You'll see, I'll explain everything when it's done, because I need to focus for it. And not forget the key. This is the room where it will happen. We're all together, let's go. Okay, this is important. This is very important. I was practicing this for like an hour earlier. Ooh, that's unfortunate. This is called wall riding. Get through that. Okay. The scary part is at the end. I like how quiet everyone is. Okay, don't worry, I can still save this. As long as I don't hookshot in a wrong way, I can save this all the time. As long as I don't drop down, I don't have to try this again, doing the wall ride. And if I stay up here, there's a one kind of bonk I'm scared of with the hook shot. If I bonk to the one part of that wall, I'm stuck and I have to try again.
But the really precise angle here try to get when it's jumping here.
Yeah, this is called scoop when I jump mid-air and change the angle. As long as I don't drop down, I'm good with this try again. Okay. It's so scary. I haven't even got to try it once. That happens if I go too far to a certain spot. It shouldn't take too long, but I just learned this. It would have been safer I don't go for this, but just for a marathon, I wanna show what's been found in just a couple of days. I have to hookshot that block there. Come on, please. You can do it, Link. I'm still good with the estimate. It's so scary every time, I know.
Getting closer.
Getting closer, yes. There's like a certain amount of flick to the left with the joystick I have to do. So I can change the angle enough to get to that block. At this point I'm not any faster than doing the older route. Just saying.
Oh!
And that's the bonk I was scared of.
Thanks for the clap though, but that wasn't good. That wasn't successful.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I was scared of that for the whole time, because I didn't even get to try it once. Jump. I'm kinda stuck in that one spot. I have to slide through that. If I don't slide through, I'm stuck there all the time and I have to try again then. Luckily it doesn't take too long to get back here, but the end is the hardest one to me still. And the scariest one. Again, the same bonk. It's a certain kind of angle I need there.
You might be thinking like, why can't you just stand on the opposite side and shoot straight to the left? You need a corner to jump higher up so you can reach high enough to hit the block at all. So you need to go to that corner. It's a brand new trick and it's very precise, so...
Yeah, just found like 2 days ago. Just when the game couldn't get any easier. Sliding through that is my favorite part. Again, the same thing. It's so unfortunate.
Can I quickly interrupt?
Yes,
right
you
now?
can.
So, we just got a $700 donation from Akukami21 saying, "Go on a Rooster date for all the blueberries."
All right.
So Rooster is now in the lead with $900.
Awesome.
The challenger has challenger approaching.
As long as we can cook the Rooster afterwards.
At this point, I've done this so long. I still wanna get. I wanna get it. I wanna get it. I practiced this for so long. It would be a shame I don't show it.
It was the last thing you practiced before this run.
Yes, literally.
I saw him get it, and I know it's possible. But yeah, it's hard.
Oh, go through.
Ooh.
So scary.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Awesome.
I can't play myself, it's very hard. So now, what's gonna happen? We're gonna auto-load.
And then let's celebrate with a donation while
Yes.
you get back to the next area.
Yes, so we have a $75 donation from Anonymous saying, Link, I'm really happy for you, and I'm gonna let you finish, but I just have to say, Kirby's the GOAT of Dream-based gaming. I'm talking Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Dream Land 2, Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Kirby's Dream Course and the Crystal Shards? Anyway, keep doing what you're doing and let's hit 50k. And do I have a little bit of more time to talk?
Yes, you have.
Because we have added another incentive. If you donate now, you can choose to let Joshimus finish his Los Santos run of a few days ago. I will say the Joshimus will continue his run through Los Santos. Chat will be able to vote on the Chaos mod effects. And that is all if we reach $3,000. So
wow.
you could donate for that. Make it happen.
This is like a very interesting dungeon now after that one trick I just did, because it opens up like so many potential routes. This next fall ride was done previously already in all the routes. It's an easier one at least.
Yeah, it's free, more or less.
Oh. Jinxed! At least it's that easy that we can try again.
I'm a terrible human being. Sorry, Sam. Yeah, it's pretty quick to try again, and
Yeah, it's very easy to try again. Unlike the previous one, it was so difficult.
It's practically free. Okay, it didn't work again. Or.
Just slide, please.
Samu, please.
That's so much easier. But I'm sucking at this now.
I can take the blame.
What's gonna happen? I'll land to the other side with the stairs, but I'm not gonna go through the stairs. I'm actually gonna go backwards and do the chest room. Can you please slide, Link?
Oh, there we go.
Got
Okay,
it.
nice. And in original game, like you have a 50% chance to throw these horse heads and have them land on the tops. But now it's free. And the horses behave like normal chess pieces horses.
So we're doing this really, really weird order right now for this dungeon. I don't like my health actually.
Oh, it's safe.
I'm gonna take this anti-fairy.
As this boss requires you to hit him with bombs. And bombs are scary because they damage you a lot. But luckily there are 2 free fairies here and we did before.
This is Facade. With a very interesting name in a German. Sounds like a swamp from Mario games. So there's a very interesting strat for Facade. Let's see, can I get it?
Månen fratse.
I'm laying down bombs in a certain cycle so I can damage him immediately.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. Okay. That's unfortunate. I can't lose any more arrows, so I have to do this normally right now, which is unfortunate. Because the arrow count is very, very strict for the whole run.
Yeah, as you need a lot of arrows for the last boss. So you need to save up.
Yeah. That was unfortunate. I couldn't use the bomb arrow strat, but you would have used those to hit the tiles in a certain spot. So then Facade just takes a hit there.
Let's get some donations here while waiting
Yes.
for the next cutscene.
Yes, we have a $25 donation from Delte saying, Josh, Pog.
Begins.
And I think this is time to cut off the bit war, right?
This is the time.
So this might not be a surprise to you, but the winner is the Rooster with $901.66.
Alright, so Rooster is very important companion for us. We can't go to the date yet. We need him for a while at least. Right now we're gonna go get the Brock's song. And after Brock's song, we wake up Rooster. We wake up Rooster, then we do everything we have to do. Then we go to the date with him.
Does that mean we have time for a long donation?
Yes.
Okay, so we have $25 from MASH. And here's a comment. Chat, go back whence you came. Troubled the head of Edenol no more. Edenol, how? How is it that I've been so defeated? Chat, you have been doomed ever since you agreed to such an incentive. Edenol, sarcasm. For what profit is it to children if we donate for such a cause and loses their own hair? Matako, 2002, I believe. Chat, awkward silence. Edenol, tell me, what were Matako's last words? Chat, they said, the hair must go. If you cannot donate for this, then at least share and promote the cause. For Edenol's head, but be bold. They also said to tell you that they knew this would happen eventually. Edenol, everyone forgive me. Farewell, my hair. You will be missed.
In the original game, you can skip the first sign. This is great. But for some reason, this game felt like it needed to be read as well. They made this song too good sounding compared to the original game, but still good. I like it, the terribleness in the original.
And that cost us 300 rupees.
Well worth, well spent.
Alright, time to wake up Rooster. We do everything we have to do, just like I explained, then we do the date. I can't do it earlier, because in this game, if you have two companions and PCs with you, it overrides the previous one. So for example, if I have the Ghost with me, then I get the Pow Wow, it will override the Ghost. Well, technically it doesn't override it because the code doesn't disappear completely, but Pow Wow, Marine and Rooster can disappear fully and permanently in this game. So that's why we have to be careful and do some stuff that is mandatory with the Rooster. Also, I call it Henry. I call this Rooster Henry.
And the specific reason?
My chat just made it.
Yeah.
So then we just call it Rooster. Henry, I mean, sorry. I see we are very, very close to 50,000 donations to save the children. Can we reach that? Now we have Rooster. He's the most useful following NPCs we have.
Which is why they kind of don't want the route to skip. He is required still, but he's so much more useful than all of that.
Yeah. Ladders in this game are kind of weirdly made. Like you can climb up the ladder with an objects, which in this case we can do it with the Rooster, and just watch what happens.
Yes.
And that's Flame Cave skip.
And the Frog Song is all used to enter Dungeon 8 and fight this mini-boss.
That's a very scary boss. Ooh. it does 2 hearts of damage, so I have to be careful, not taking too much. However, there will be a berry at the end of the fight. I guess I have to wait there. Okay. Alright, Dungeon 8 is very interesting. You'll see.
There are normally like several different routes you can take.
Yeah.
In Speedrun as well, but some are faster than others. This one is pretty fast, I'll say. Decent.
It's decently fast, yeah.
Yeah. So first we need to fight this Highness guy that I warned you about.
That's unfortunate. Now, I don't have enough hearts to go through that, so I have to restart. So what happens here that we just skip the whole dungeon.
And here's the instrument. So it's a pretty fast dungeon, I would say, yeah.
Yeah, there's several routes, and only one of them is like this fast.
Yeah. So for a long time, like this glitch isn't really new, but no one understood how it works. So
the original glitch of this was found in Dungeon 7.
Yeah.
Then we found it in a Dungeon 8 to be useful with the setup.
I haven't seen so many pictures or movies like people trying to explain stuff like how it works.
Yeah.
It's an interesting.
So how does it work? It's like you just go through the, like different millions of dimensions. That's like the best explanation I can give it to you. You can't explain what happens there when you
Parallel
get the
universes.
when you get the glitch.
Shout out to Bloss who's playing Fortnite right now.
Oh. Don't kill me.
Oh.
Oh no. We have to do some neat stuff with Rooster. Like I told you, he's very useful.
Sally, while you go around the egg, you can't enter it this way. That would have been great though, but
it would have been great. So the reason we are doing this is to get the Dungeon 7. You remember Dungeon 4? That's blocked by the water wall. We can't go through that.
So while we get the Eagle Key, we can hear our donation.
Yes, so we have $10 from a nation, $10 from Anonymous, with no comment, but thank you very much. And that donation is put towards Joshimus Finishes Los Santos. We're currently at $40 out of the 3,000 needed. Can we get it before the end of the marathon?
I believe.
We believe. It's faster to auto-load after that. And if you drop down, you're stuck. You can't do anything. So the Rooster is going to the date with us very soon. First we have to do one more Rooster climb. This is called Rooster climb, by the way. I didn't mention the name. So what happens there is I'm climbing up the ladder at the same time when I'm about to grab it. I can't explain it any better than that. So what we are gonna do is get all the way here and almost not die there. Yeah, I want to make sure that I get the warp there, okay? So the sole reason is just to get to this side of the mountain with the Rooster. And now we go to the date.
After the Roosters
Nice
only
one.
use... Oh, wow, so many.
I want some.
So the Roosters normally only function to get the Eagle Key.
Yep.
But this is all like you can skip the whole mountain area with him. And now we're going to go on a date instead.
Yep.
Samura1man is, as mentioned, is waiting at the beach for us.
And these kids are still really, really scared of Bow Wow being stuck in a cave.
And thanks to the big donation, like we won't ever see Bow Wow again. No one will rescue him.
Whoa!
Teleporting Rooster.
Teleporting
Nice.
Rooster just before the date. That was funny.
I think it's really great here that you can see the Rooster in this cutscene because you're normally not supposed to.
There he is with us in a date. Do you have something to say about it?
Yes, I just want to say that you guys in total for the bit were donated $1,700 for it. So I think that deserves a round of applause.
Very nice.
Do you want to stay longer? I can say no.
It's a nice date. Let's keep it up.
Nah, we're speedrunning.
Oh.
Now after this date, I have Marin with me, which means I've overthrown Rooster and he's lost forever. When we warp out from here.
You got Marin.
We got Marin. So we have Marin and Rooster. So we are out of here and we're gonna go to Dungeon 7. This is why I had to open the portal. Save so much time. So yeah, Rooster is gone. He was left at the date. If I forgot anything that I had to be done with the Rooster, I would have softlocked myself and I wouldn't be able to complete the game.
Yeah. But the only thing is the key, as mentioned, so...
Yeah, I got the key.
Very good.
Or did I get it?
In the real game, there's a cave you can't enter without having a Rooster. But they changed that in the remake, so you can enter it still.
Alright, Dungeon 7 time. This is also the dungeon, like we mentioned before. It had the original clip of the Hinox throw. It's called Hinox Forp or Super Hinox throw. I actually don't know its real name still, what we call it.
Yeah, there was some random guy who got the glitch originally, and like,
yeah,
no one could repeat the same
Yeah,
outcome.
nobody repeated it for 2 months. It's that crazy.
Yeah, the whole community tried, like...
I was trying for hours, many people were trying for days. So many hours were spent for that. And there is a setup, but it has 3-frame window. 2 of them enters the boss fight, and 1 of that frame skips the whole dungeon. Nice.
And normally you can't do that, well, you're not supposed to be able to do that. But if you jump and precise your angle, you can hit it with a bomb flower.
I need to take some damage beforehand. I think I'm fine with this. Let's see. Okay, so I have to position my X coordinate very well here by doing these bonks. Enter this fight, leave the fight, then re-enter the fight by holding down left. And this is where the magic happens. Let's see how it goes.
Hopefully.
I saw the flickers in the right side. I'm guessing we're gonna skip the dungeon. And that was... Ooh,
okay.
I'm okay.
It's the second
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Nice.
I guess what happened there, I would have got the dungeon skip if I...
Yes, understand.
There might have been some coordination error with the... Something wrong with the X coordinate.
So it is possible to skip this boss fight as well,
yeah.
But you still skip the whole puzzle with the ball.
Yeah.
So it's still good.
So this is fine. This is completely fine. Now that when the fight is starting, do we have any donations?
We do. We have $20 from Linkboss saying, I hope I do this right. I once was told that swindled be for chance did not me with intelligence and dough. Although the prophet of a foolish hands, her fingers formed an L upon her brow.
I don't want to use any more arrows just to be safe that I can beat the game. I need some arrows for the final boss. Almost done with the fight.
One more spin.
Yep. There we go.
Nice.
So that was Dungeon 7. I mentioned about the 3-frame window for the skip. What I meant that is that you shoot a bomb arrow in a specific frame, which is either frame 1, 2 or 3. Those are the frames that works for getting this skip. If you're frame early or late, you can't get to the 4th floor. This is the 4th floor we are, by the way, in. One of those frames would have gone to this room and skipped the whole dungeon.
So So we still have to finish Dungeon 4 and Dungeon 2.
Yeah, we have Dungeon 4 and 2 left. Fortunately, with the Dungeon 4, we can just drop down to the water. From this hole over here. Oh, and Marin was waiting for us. Oh, I haven't done this with the Marin, by the way.
He's floating down.
She's jumping with us.
Yep. She can't swim. Oh, how do you pronounce that? Shy. It's shy.
So she's with us still. Jumping around.
I wonder how that Fortnite might is going, by the way.
Do you have any more time for donations before the next fight?
All right, we have a $50 donation from Anonymous with no comment, but thank you very much. And it was put towards the Joshua's Los Santos incentive.
Awesome. So here's a way to see if you get the right manipulation in the beginning. Because this is also random, but...
I had to pick up the backup file, but the backup file has already the seed I want, so I knew that.
Oh yeah, you changed the file.
Yep. We're gonna bomb arrow the bots off and do the skip for the small key to get to the angler fish.
In the early game we could easily do this with a simple jump, but the jumping isn't... Oh, nice.
Yep.
And the jumping isn't exactly the same in the remake, but you can easily do it with a bomb arrow.
So here's an angler fish. And I like the lines the fish has. Bloppler, bloppler, blop, blop, blop.
And this boss is such a joke in the remake game.
Piranha killer.
It's still a joke, but it's a bit more serious this time.
I can get the double hits here by going nearby. Okay, I failed that. Let's see. That's not good. Okay, that was kinda sloppy, but it was fine. We have time for a donation before we enter the last dungeon, that is a dungeon 2, that also has a new skip. And I hope I get that too.
Yes, so we have a $10 donation from Anonymous without a comment, but thank you very much. And we also have another $10 from, once again, Anonymous, saying, Josh is just like a cowbell. We need more of it. And I fully agree with that.
So all of the route changes that has happened in the past month has... there was a Genie skip found. However...
Spoilers!
However, doing a Genie skip required boots, so we have to split dungeon 2, which means that we would have gone to the color dungeon to get to get bombs, so we would be able to do Villa skip, and it didn't end up being faster by any time. Then a new version of Villa skip was found, making this route viable for runs then. But what sucks about Genie skip, it is done at the end of the run, and you only have one try for it with the setup. You can try for it without the setup, but it's not consistent. It's not that consistent how Genie just works.
And Marin's too scared of this dungeon. Better stay outside and guard.
The good thing is that we have the bracelets, we can just skip most of the backtracking.
Yeah, so this is a place like a lot of people probably got stuck in the first playthrough, as you have to kill these enemies in a specific order.
Well, he's stuck there for now. The order for this version is getting the bunny first, then keys, and finally the regular enemy, masked guy. We have a time for a donation before Genie skip.
Yeah, so we have $75 from Sino Mesta saying, we need some Los Santos in here. Also, thanks for the great event this year.
There's a berry here we can pick up. To refill our health. We need full health. We pretty much need a full health for this.
Yeah. The setup pretty much requires you to take damage.
There's a nice small time save here with the boots. That wouldn't be possible without.
Oh yeah.
Also using bombs, you can't push down that platform in this version. Alright. You can make that without falling down, but I set up myself in the middle of the tile, so I can enter the room directly in being in the middle. I need this for the skip, just to help out. So I have a one try with this skip, with the setup I just did. Then I have to just go for it for the other times, if I wanna try it.
Great balls of fire.
Alright, so I'll explain more when it happens. Ah, that's unfortunate. What was gonna happen is that I entered the previous room where I just was by getting pushed off by the bot. Now I just have to go for just go for it or ignore doing it. But you can still try it from here. That's way too early.
Yeah.
When you go inside the bot, it just pushes you off. It's unfortunate that I didn't get it, but it's not easy trick after all. And at the end of the run, it's also very scary.
One more try.
I got it!
Oh, nice!
I'm happy I got it. I got to show it to you, everyone.
As it's normally another cycle and another phase of the boss.
Yeah.
When you break the pot.
I got it on the last try.
Yeah. Yes, all 8 onions have been finished, so now we head to the egg.
I think I want some hearts, but
yeah.
we'll see. I may manage it with this for the final boss.
Save the heart?
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, Marin is just waiting for us here. Alright. And she calls us sweet thief because of the ooh, hearts. I like that. Because of the stealing from the shop. Nice equips. If you want to learn this game, there is a Discord for the original DX and Link's Awakening Switch version combined together, and you can find channels there. There's a very active community.
Nice tune again.
Yep, with all the 8 instruments we have collected.
I actually like the original better than this version.
You can actually play this part without any instruments, then it just plays Link moving around without any sound. I guess I can explain about the RNG manipulation. There was the old route used to get the magnifying lens and check the book. Then RNG manipulation was found by switching off the console, then starting it and starting the game in a specific second to find out what seat you were at, and you will be able to just go through the maze by knowing the seat beforehand. As far as we know, the loading zone for this egg doesn't exist until it's opened by these instruments. Unfortunately, we have to leave Marin outside again for the last time.
Normally you have to, as mentioned, read in a book how you do this, but thanks to the manipulation, he knows the route. I think it's like 8 different routes for the egg.
In this version?
Yeah, or it's more?
No, 300.
Oh, it's that many in this version. Okay, it's 4 in the original game.
Yep. I hope I counted right. I had to go right 4 times.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. But I can try again if it's wrong. And there we go.
Nice.
Normally you wouldn't know that.
Final boss.
Time for a final boss. There's many different phases. Cannon phase, Arcanine phase, Moldorm, Dettle is the last one then. There's some neat strats here. I'll hope I can show them to you. I'll specify them when they're coming.
It's not the boss fight I prefer in the game, especially the last boss, Dettle, because it's really boring in this game, I must say.
Yeah, it is. I need the bow. Alright, here's probably the interesting one, Arcanine. It has RNG. How we can throw a... You know the Arcanine from A Link to the Past. It's the exact same fight. He can throw you a blue ball or a power ball that is a red one.
The first two are always the same, but yeah.
No, the first one is always, yeah. Or you
only
said
the first? I thought it was
only the first one.
Oh, okay, I thought it was the two first ones.
This is a blue ball, guaranteed one.
Yep.
And that was a perfect RNG. Alright, so there's a strat for Moldorm. Let's see, can I get it? A little bit of small time saver. You can poke with holding a slash out like that. And there's a cannon phase has also a neat strat. That's very nice.
Oh, very good. Great fight so far.
Well, this one is called Landmola. Have to hit it 4 times with a spin slash.
It's only one in the original game.
Yeah.
And normally the last fight required 16 arrows, but you only need 12 for this one.
This is Dettle. There is a way to get a triple hit to the Dettle, but it's very, very difficult. But I can't guarantee ever to get it. That's a really good RNG so far. Are you gonna open the eye again? Nope, not this time. That was still a very good fight.
Rip estimates.
Can't do anything.
No, it's fine. It's really good.
And that was Link's Awakening.
Good job.
Marin is...
Yeah, Marin's lost. So there's still new things being found in this game constantly, so the route is going to be changed again, most likely.
Yeah. You never know if there are more stuff found. There's always many theories, like getting Rooster early, getting the next dungeon early, just so much stuff.
Yeah.
If I can tell you, in just one month since the game's release, there was like so many stuff found, within just a month. It's really crazy. I guess I can give you some shoutouts. Thank you, Tompa, for the commentary.
Anytime.
Thank you, ESA, for accepting the run. And 3 of my runs, especially. I was very happy to run all of these. Thanks to the Link's Awakening community fighting all of this crazy stuff. And especially that one person who just found something 2 days ago. Thanks to my community being so supportive. And everyone in the back watching and in a home.
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything. There we go. Too quiet.
Too quiet.
Yeah.
I hope I'll see you in the next ESA. Let's have a great last runs for ESA Winter.